Style. Style is the answer to everything.
What's up, my babies? It's your girl Jenn checking in. You already know where you at. You are at. Listen, we're gonna start it over. Not for real. So y'all gonna get this work. But listen, it's your girl Jenn checking in. I am your slightly thick, extremely colorful friend, bestie, auntie, cousin, girlfriend in your head, whatever you need me to be. I'm showing up for you in this space, just like that. And right now, I'm your friend to the end, okay? And we just chilling. I ain't doing much. I'm waiting on your boy T Double to come down here so we can decide what we're gonna eat. However, I was chilling with my mom earlier, and she was watching this video, and I was like, yeah, I have been wanting to get into that incident that happened in my hometown, Detroit. If you don't know, now you know. Your girl Jenn is checking in from Detroit, Michigan. Okay. Born and raised on the east side. Now I own my home on the west side. So last week there was a pool party on the east side, and yeah, it got crazy. And I wanted to know like the intricate details of what happened because it seemed like it was a lot. And I didn't have a chance to really do a Facebook deep dive like I normally do when stuff like this go down. So I decided to just let one of my fellow YouTubers do it for me. And me and you and all of y'all, my 200 plus subscribers, I love you guys. We're gonna check this video out together. Okay. Like I say, I caught a little of it when I was at home with my mom. And now we're gonna watch it from the beginning. First, let me share the screen. Click that. Now. All right, here we go. I think this is right. Oh my god, y'all. I am burning.
What the fuck is her wig?
They're like, where the F is my wig?
The pool party ends with a deadly stabbing spree. Now the manhunt is on to find the killer.
Investigators say the person attacked 4 people, killing 2 of them, a man and a woman.
What would you do if your mother was being jumped and bumped into by your own friends right in your presence? A pool party. 4 people were stabbed. 2 lives gone forever. All caught on video.
Hey, you already know better pull up, man. It's going down. Starting right now. We ain't been taking shots, just chilling, dog. You know what I'm saying, bro? Nigga, we in this bitch, we chilling.
On August 9th, 2025, in Detroit, Michigan.
Nah. He said it was going down. Yeah, it seems like it went down. And do you notice how they all look like they want to look like rappers? Like Sada Baby, T Grizzly. I don't know. Let me stop. I don't know. This is not funny. These people don't lost their lives. But just saying. I know I can't be the only one who think they look like T Grizzly.
A pool party video went viral. The footage showed laughter and dancing, but the comments, they told a different story. They spoke of a man on probation for a violent crime, a friend of the host, and they argued about why his mother was even there in the first place. The knife wasn't supposed to be there as well. The cameras weren't supposed to capture everything too. But they did. When Jacuria invited friends to his pool party that August night, going live on Facebook, he had no idea he was filming with his killer. When Martisha arrived ready to dance, she didn't know she'd never return home to her 6-year-old daughter. Was this about protecting family? Or was it about something else entirely? We're going to present the facts from all sides, but only you can decide what truly happened that night. If you want to understand what really happened that night, if you want to get the whole picture, make your own judgment. and why pool parties in 2025 have become deadly gathering spots. Then, stay with me to the end. Welcome to Mind Twist True Crime Stories. Kindly support us by subscribing to this channel and turn on the notification bell icon.
Baby, he said he feeling good.
Parties, period, at this point have become dangerous and breeding grounds for violence. But especially any parties where there is like a lot of drinking going on and young people.
Shit on the dance floor. Come on, man. Yeah, go on over here. We Gucci, you hear me?
On Saturday, August 9th, 2025,
So-
Shakira's Facebook page lit up with excitement. The 31-year-old Detroit native had rented a house on the east side near 7 Mile and Fleming,
31.
a spot known for
Yeah.
weekend gatherings. This BTC finna go up, he posted early that day. Later, respect my thing is all I am asking. The videos show Shakira, a father to a young daughter in his element, confident, smiling, ready to host friends for a day by the pool. The camera pans across faces, laughing, dancing, enjoying the summer heat. Among them, a man Shakira introduces as his friend. A man who would later be identified as Daewon Hobson, his killer. They look comfortable together, familiar, like people who trust each other. They were pretty close, Shakira's mother Kimberly would later tell reporters, her voice breaking with disbelief. Around the same time, 25-year-old Martisha Payne was getting ready to join the celebration. Her social media shows her excitement, fresh nails, new outfit, ready for a rare night out. She posted a video of her and her partner on their way to the pool party. Few hours earlier, she wrote this about his partner, saying how much she loved him.
Now hold on.
What most partygoers didn't know was that social
Cause
media
y'all
shows
know
her
I like to get
excitement,
into
fresh
that.
nails, new outfit, ready for a rare night out. She posted a video of her and her partner on their way to the pool party.
Okay,
Few hours
so that's Bae. She says, I want to start off by saying I love you so much, Corey. You mean everything to me. You're my whole heart in a human form. I couldn't thank God for giving me the best boyfriend on earth. If I get frustrated and lash out a lot, I'm trying to get in my soft girl era and be very calm and change my ways for you. And I want to get married to you. I want to be with you. I want to build with you. I want to have lots of kids with you. Wow. I want to get rich with you. I want to love you. I love you unconditionally. Wow, that's crazy. And this is the girl who lost her life, if I'm not mistaken.
Earlier, she wrote this about his partner,
I
saying
hope
how
you
much
never
she loved
leave
him.
my
What most
side.
partygoers
Wow.
didn't know was that Martisha wasn't just any guest. She was a devoted mother to 6-year-old Casey, a special child who depended on her completely. She loved her child to the moon and back, one friend posted afterward. For Martisha, this pool party represented something
she had her
precious.
baby young.
A few hours of freedom, joy,
19
and normal young adult
or so.
life.
She was 25.
The
and her
videos
daughter was
capture
6.
her energy, dancing,
But not
laughing,
too young.
living in the
She was
moment.
grown.
Her green fingernails flash in the sunlight as she moves to the music. Look at these two people, Shakira and Martisha. Different lives, different reasons for being there. Both capturing their final hours on camera for the world to see. Neither knowing that the man standing right beside them in these videos, the same man nodding along, raising a drink, calling Shakira brother, would end their lives before morning.
Babe, I love you. You're my everything.
As afternoon turned to evening, something changed at that pool party. The alcohol kept flowing. New guests arrived, and among them, an unexpected addition that would alter everything. Daewon Hobson didn't come alone. He brought his mother. Why would a 31-year-old man bring his mother to a pool party filled with young adults? And why did no one see the danger until it was too late? It was a perfect night in a quiet residential block. But that perfect night was just a stage, and the video was just the beginning of a story nobody could have predicted.
My favorites! Look at them!
The presence of Hobson's mother at this pool party raised eyebrows. Even in the videos, you can see the confused glances. What type of time y'all on? One witness would later ask on social media. What type of man brings his mama at a party with young people? It wasn't just unusual. It was a decision that would later become central to understanding what happened. though another account would say other older women were there. Daiwon's mom wasn't the only older woman at the pool party. What most partygoers didn't know about Daiwon Hobson: he had been free for exactly 1 month. Records show Hobson had served over a year for bodily harm by strangulation. He was on probation, technically not even supposed to be at a party where alcohol was served. 1 month of freedom. That's all he had experienced before that night. As evening progressed, the pool area grew crowded. Drinks emptied and refilled. Music thumped louder. The atmosphere changed. According to multiple witnesses, Martisha had been drinking heavily. In the crowded space around the pool, she allegedly bumped into Hobson's mother, perhaps stepped on her foot. What happened next depends on who you ask. "I was there," wrote one witness. "The boy hit a girl first because the girl was on some drunk she starting shit with his ma. In nobody defense, the guy tried to avoid it from the jump. He not wrong." Another account: "Yeah, the girl was drunk, kept bumping into his ma. All he said was, 'You okay?' and kinda moved the girl away from his ma. The girl jumped on tip, instantly ran up on his mama, swung and missed." But others tell a different story. Another person wrote, "And let it be known the world just watched the man on the left murder the 2 people on the right, one being Tisha P. and Hussein Carey. He also stabbed 2 additional people solely based on something he started edged on for due to assaulting the wrong person. The entire situation was and is posted on the same page y'all getting the actual stabbing from. He put his hands on the girl Tisha first. The mama pushed another woman off video and already had an issue, which is why she, the mom, was even getting touched on anyway. That had nothing to do with Tisha or the young man killed, and was already a previous convo and argument with other women. Ask yourself, why would a man sit and watch his mama be jumped and not try to get his mama out of there quick? To safety? Why not remove her as a man? Because he knew he was in the wrong, and instead of taking his mama and leaving or preventing the fight itself, he murdered 2 people on the spot for something he did, escalated further. Conflict resolution is literally dying out 100. I don't even know this woman personally, but she survived so much and truly is and was a hard body just to lose her life in 2 seconds to a peon-ass guy who can't control his temper, for a grown-ass woman who could have just left. Tisha is and was a mom, a niece, a best friend, a daughter, a human being. A son was lost, a uncle, a loved one. Rest in power, king and queen. I hate I ever saw this. I'm literally traumatized. What's clear from all accounts? A minor incident.
What I don't like is how they're making it seem as though the lady is wrong for being at the party, or like she deserved to be unalived because she was at the party with her son. Like, she could be wherever she wants and did not deserve to get jumped instead assaulted or whatever. I mean, they didn't deserve to get. Definitely not saying that. That was totally wrong. And rest in peace to everybody that lost their life, and my condolences to those that's in the hospital fighting. But I don't understand. It's like ageism or something. Like, that lady could be there. That was her son's friend party. Okay, I don't like that.
The kind that happens at parties every weekend, quickly escalated beyond reason. Words were exchanged, voices raised. People began to choose sides. And Daiwon Hobson, 1 month out of prison for a violent offense involving a woman, watched his mother become the center of conflict. This is where understanding warning signs matters.
See, that's what I'm saying.
When someone with a history of violence feels their family is threatened, when intoxication
saying
removes
it was
inhibitions, when crowded spaces
yeah,
limit
people
escape
get
routes,
drunk and want to
these
start putting their
factors
hands on
create
people.
danger.
You never
I
know
want you
who
to
got
think
a knife,
about
a
this.
gun, or what.
What
Like,
would you
people
do
need
if
to
you
keep
saw
their
these
hands to
warning signs
themselves.
at a gathering? Would you recognize them? Would you leave? Would you try to calm things down? Because that was what Jakiria was trying to do when he got stabbed. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your perspective might help someone else identify a dangerous situation before it's too late. Because what no one at that pool party realized was how quickly a bump, a push, or a misunderstanding could trigger something deadly. And how the man smiling in videos just hours earlier was capable of violence none of them could imagine. The videos from this point become fragmented, shaky, chaotic. people shouting over each other, bodies moving quickly. "It's my mama," Hobson can be heard saying repeatedly, his voice rising with each repetition. The camera catches glimpses of women arguing, pushing, then more people joining in. "Too bad we can't upload the full video here." One witness described it. "The girls can be seen jumping. Juan's mom and Juan lost it." Another perspective: why would a man sit and watch his mama be jumped and not try to get his mama out there quick to safety? Why not remove her as a man? People began backing away. Others moved closer, phones recording. Some tried to intervene. What happened next occurred in seconds. Hobson pulled out a knife, not a pocket knife. Witnesses described a larger blade he'd brought to the party. In the chaos, he began swinging it wildly. "One male suspect stabbed 4 of our victims," Deputy Chief Williams would later report. Chakiria, the kind-hearted host, seeing the violence erupting, did what any friend would do: move toward the conflict. According to his mother, Kimberly, he was trying to break up the fight, to stop his friend before things went too far. It was a fatal choice. It was this intervention that put him directly in Hobson's path. The videos show the immediate aftermath. People screaming, running, some trying to help the wounded, others frozen in shock. 4 people down, blood on the concrete around the pool. The party transformed into a crime scene in moments.
Why you just here? Why you just here? Why you just here? Angela, hey, why? Angela, your nigga just here.
What few people know is that Chakiria, after being wounded, managed to reach for his phone one last time. His final post, a jumble of letters that made no sense to most readers. His fingers already failing him, trying to communicate something in his final moments. By the time emergency services arrived, Chakiria and Martisha were beyond help. 2 others, their names not released to the public, were rushed to hospitals, one in critical condition. And Daiwan Hobson? Security cameras caught him fleeing on foot, disappearing into the night, leaving behind a scene of devastation that had unfolded in less than 5 minutes. How does a celebration transform into tragedy so quickly? What happens in a person's mind when they cross that line from argument to deadly violence?
Tonight, Shantae Passmore has an exclusive interview with the family of one of the victims, plus what the property owner told her went wrong at the party.
Another neighborhood reeling from another night of violence.
With this being so close to home, you know, that was really scary for me.
Just before 10 p.m. near this home, police say someone stabbed 4 people. At last check, Detroit police reports a man is expected to survive, while another is in critical condition. Meanwhile, a woman in her 20s died. 31-year-old Jakari Williams also killed. And a sit-down with Local 4, his mother, Kimberly Williams, shares how she'll have to bury yet another son.
He was kind. He was kind. He was kind.
Neighbors say this home is known for being a house available for rent to throw parties.
$1 million cash.
It's loud, it's rowdy. They block up the street, they fly down the street. They have no respect for the neighborhood.
Saturday night, their worst fear came true. Past the crime tape, property owner Alvin Taylor takes us inside, claiming Williams hosted the pool party for close family and friends. It reportedly wrapped just moments before the violence erupted out front.
Just unfortunate, they were all together. It was all, you know, it was a family thing.
It was a family thing.
It was a family event. It ain't like it was a bunch of young people running around.
Meanwhile, investigators say
it was a
they
bunch of
know
young
who
people
they're
running
looking
around,
for,
though.
and so does the Williams family.
I want some get caught.
Detroit police received the emergency call at 9:52 p.m. Officers arrived within minutes to a scene that had already transformed from celebration to tragedy. Crime scene tapes surrounded the rental property. Neighbors who had complained about parties at this house before watched as medical personnel worked frantically. Inside the perimeter, 4 victims, 2 already beyond help. By morning, police had identified Hobson as their suspect. A manhunt began across Detroit. The department announced a $5,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. As news spread, something unexpected happened. The community didn't unite in condemnation. It fractured. Some supported Hobson, while others vehemently disagreed with his actions. A social media war erupted, pitting two opposing stories against each other. One side maintained that Juan
It
was a
is
son
polarizing.
protecting his mother from a group of drunk young people.
Right.
The other side, driven by raw grief and disbelief, insisted he was a killer with a temper who found an excuse for violence. Deputy Chief Williams addressed this directly.
Just before 10 o'clock this evening, we had received a call that there was possibly somebody stabbed. Officers came and they made the location. Upon making the location, we discovered we had several individuals stabbed. So after the preliminary investigation, we had 4 people stabbed. 2 were stabbed fatally and 2 were stabbed non-fatally. Of the 2 that were stabbed non-fatally, 1 is in critical condition and the other one is stable. Everybody was adults. 3 of the victims were in their 30s, 1 was in their 20s. This was basically a pool party that was taking place, and there was an argument that started over a woman who was at the pool party. From that argument, 1 male suspect stabbed 4 of our.
Now, when they say that, they making it seem like it was like a lover's quarrel when they say over a woman being at the party. But it sounds like now that we know more, that it was over the mother being at the party, and people was hating on the fact that he had his mama at the party or something.
Our victims. We do have a person of interest, and we have that person identified. So they're not in custody, but we are looking for them at this time.
This raises questions for all of us. In a world where disagreements turn deadly in seconds, how do we teach better conflict resolution? When someone feels their family is threatened, where is the line between protection and excessive force? I want to hear your thoughts. Not about who was right or wrong in this specific case, but about how we prevent these tragedies in the first place. What would you teach your children about handling conflict? Leave your perspective in the comments. As the debate raged online, 2 families began a journey no parent should face, and the true cost of those violent moments became painfully clear. In the middle of this debate were the families. 2 Detroit mothers faced a reality no parent should endure. Martisha's mother, Starlet Jones, now had to care for her 6-year-old daughter Casey while mourning her own child. Jakiria's mother, Kimberly Williams, could only speak through her tears, repeating that her son was kind. Their personal grief was now a public spectacle.
He looked like his
and
mom.
perhaps most haunting, if people who called each other brother could end up in this tragedy, what hope was there for resolving conflicts between strangers? These stories matter, not for entertainment, but because understanding them might save lives. Every detail we examine, every warning sign we identify, every lesson we learn, they all matter. If you want to be part of a community that doesn't just watch these stories but learns from them, hit subscribe now. Join us in examining not just what happened, but why and how we might prevent the next tragedy. As families planned funerals, Detroit police continued their investigation, piecing together the events of that night and searching for the man who fled the scene. As at the time of this video, Daiwan Hobson is still on the run. We will update you when he finally gets caught. What happened that August night wasn't isolated. It represents something happening across America, the collapse of conflict resolution skills, the immediate jump from disagreement to violence, the inability to step back, breathe, and find another way. Jakiria and Martisha deserved long lives. They deserve to see more birthdays, more summers, more opportunities to laugh with friends by the pool.
Messed up.
Instead, they became statistics, headlines, cautionary tales. But they were more than that. They were people with dreams, with flaws, with love to give. They mattered. The truth is simple but painful. At the end of the day, 2 lives were gone in seconds over a misunderstanding. No rewind button. No second chances. Only grief and questions that will never be fully answered. And while people online argued over who fought it, the real truth is everyone lost. So, who do you believe? The narrative that a son was just protecting his mother? Or the one that claims he was a time bomb who found an excuse to explode? Tell me in the comments. And if you're still watching without subscribing, I have to ask you one last thing. Do you really think you'll ever learn how to spot a lie if you never stick around for the truth? We extend our heartfelt condolences and prayers to the families affected by this tragedy. We hope you find peace and comfort in the memories you once shared, and may you get the justice you deserve. Thank you for watching till the end, and I will see you guys in the next episode.
Y'all, okay, so that was a pretty good video. I don't know where that guy come from. I don't even know if I've seen his channel before, but that was a pretty good video. Like, seriously, I'm sad for those families, definitely. But we gotta do better, y'all. Like, that's a shame. Like, and it's like no shade, because I don't want to seem like an ageist against young people. But, you know, these young people, it's just violent, okay? And I'm not saying that old boy was right. Nobody deserves to lose their life. However, when you got a whole bunch of alcohol, a whole bunch of young people involved in your mama there, this is the type of stuff that's liable to happen. So when you trying to protect your mama, like I don't know. This is a hard one. This is a hard one, because he obviously didn't mean to poke his friend. His friend didn't even have nothing to do with it. He was just in the way. Man, if these are your family members, like, my condolences. I really was hoping that I would get a little more information, even though this video gave me a lot more information than I had already. But I was hoping I would get a little more information. But anyway, y'all, I appreciate y'all for watching this with me. You know what I'm saying? If you got some other videos that you have seen on YouTube about this specific situation, leave me a link in the comment, or just leave me the name of the video in the comment so I can go watch it. Because I was just trying to find out a little bit more about this situation. I have been to a pool party like that, not one of their pool parties. I don't know these people personally, but I have been to a couple of pool parties similar to that, where the person rented an Airbnb, and yeah, it's scary. It's scary out here, period. You cannot have fun. For me, when I do go to events like that, when it starts to get dark, when it starts to get nighttime, I'm starting to, unless these are some like real close people that I know real good, I'm starting to get out of there, because you just never can tell, especially like I said, if it's a bunch of young people there, because you just never know what type of time people on. So anyways, thanks for watching me watch this video. It's your girl Jenn checking in. Another ratchet reaction. Leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe. I got 206 subscribers. I love y'all so much for shooting with me in the gym. Okay, next up, 500K. Period. All right, y'all, leave me a comment. Let me know what type of videos. What is your favorite type of video that I put up? Is it the breaking down the bars? Is it the glow up with God? Is it the vlogs? Like, tell me, what do you want to see more of, and I'm gonna do it. All right, thank you so much for shooting with your girl. Deuces.